Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. Oh, wait, it's not going to burn me out live. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels, and yes, we're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we get going, there's a little bit of happy and the usual disclaimers. First off, I'm sorry, but I gotta talk about Discord. Some of you all need to chill. Yes, I am aware that Dept appeared in the Discord chat today. Yes, I'm aware. He did more of the Ask Me Anything questions. People bombarding the man, especially a man who deals with anxiety. Not the best move in the world. Not the best move in the world. I know he appreciates every single one of us, but people, chill. I was in Discord, in and out all day. And my head was spinning, just trying to keep up with it all. And I'm a person that at least has somewhat of a relationship with technology. Now think about him, who can barely work his Instagram account, getting bombarded like that. Please think about it for next time, alright? And for the love of God, folks, quit breaking my damn internet. How many times do I have to say it? Alright, so, just getting that out of the way. Oh, also, I decided to experiment because I missed solid food, and I've managed to drop way too much weight in a solid week. So, I decided to bust out the mac and cheese. See if I can't just graduate at least to something semi-solid. Success, folks. I did not die. So, happy news. I'm happy. All right. Now, folks, first off, you are going to see the link to this report right there in the in the description box, alongside the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, the templates, and the Change.org ever-present and self-explanatory Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Now, when we would talk about the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones, alright? And yes, I am sitting close to the camera because my co-host is sleeping on the binky behind me. Also, it's 3:28, folks, in the afternoon. And after that freaking hurricane that was the Discord chat today, my brain is blown. I wanted to spend some time crocheting today. That went out the window. So if I stumble over any of my words this afternoon, my apologies in advance, alright? Okay, so we are going to 9.7, Terminations. The private special education program shall not terminate enrollment of any student, even in emergency circumstances, until the enrolling public school district is informed and assumes responsibility for the student. The program develops a written termination policy that includes but is not limited to the following. At the request of the public school district, the program shall delay termination of the student for up to 2 calendar weeks to allow the public school district the opportunity to convene an emergency team meeting or to conduct other appropriate planning discussions prior to the student's termination. With mutual agreement between the private special education program and the placing public school district, termination of enrollment may be delayed for longer than 2 calendar weeks. The poor fucking kid. The planning terminations. The private special education program shall notify the public school district of the need for an IEP review meeting and provides notice of this meeting to all appropriate parties 10 days in advance of the intended date of the meeting. The purpose of the meeting will be to develop a clear and specific termination plan for the student that shall be implemented in no less than 30 days unless all parties agree to an earlier termination date. Please, for the sake of the students, make it earlier. For emergency terminations, which are circumstances where the student presents a clear and present threat to the health and safety and of him or herself or others, the program shall follow the procedures required under 603 CMR. Oh yes, let's not worry about the safety of the students themselves that you're electrocuting, starving, and sleep depriving. No, let's care about their torturer's health first. That makes sense. God. Nobody cares if they get all their proper paperwork in. When are we going to address what the New York report brought up? You stated that you started this report because of the concerns brought up by the New York report, and you have not addressed a single goddamn thing brought up in that report throughout all the pages of your glob of nonsense. God damn, you're bringing up shit that doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. If you are doing this report to address the issues brought up by the New York's Department of Education report of the same year, why do we need all this? Seriously? Because none of the concerns they brought up have been addressed. Food safety and sanitation, not addressed. Receiving punishments for things that are not punishable goes unaddressed. The fact that nobody at this fucking school is actually qualified to teach so much as a toddler, not addressed. The fact that IEPs are not followed, and in fact services that are demanded in the IEP are actually removed by this school, remains. Again, not addressed. Seriously? Sorry, moving on. 10.1 student-teacher ratios. Oh, for fuck's sake. You see my point? Unless otherwise approved by the Department of Education, the private school education program ensures that instructional groupings do not exceed 8 students to 1 certified teacher without an aide, 12 students to 1 certified teacher with an aide. Reading implemented. Response required? Yes. 10.2 Age range 28.06. Oh, Department of Education findings. Although JRC student-teacher ratios are in compliance, they vary from classroom to classroom, and the school has not articulated the rationale for this variance. They don't really have any rationale. I'm not going to answer this for you, Massachusetts. They don't have rationale. Just saying. The program shall ensure the ages of the youngest and eldest child in any instructional grouping shall not differ from by more than 48 months, 4 years. Partially implemented, response required, yes. Department of Education findings. There are classrooms, i.e., crisis classrooms, with an age range of greater than 48 months for which the school does not have a waiver. Additionally, interviews revealed that the school has adults over the age of 22 mixed in with the student classrooms. Who's surprised? 10.3 Programs for Young Children. The program shall ensure that any and all substantially separate classrooms for young children 3 and 4 years old do not exceed 9 students with 1 teacher and 1 aide. Department of Education comment. There are currently no students in this age group enrolled in the program. Oh, thank God for small fucking favors. 10.4 Student Child Care Ratios. The program has a student child care worker ratio of not lower than 4 to 1, nor greater than 6 to 1 on non-school day waking hours. No lower than 6 to 1, nor greater than 8 to 1 during sleeping hours. Oh, fucking thank you, yes. Put more fucking wardens and torture mongers around me. Fabulous. So happy. Department of Education findings. Although GRC student child care worker ratios are in compliance, they vary from setting to setting. The school has not articulated the rationale for this variance. I will say it the fuck again. They have no rationale. This school, this concept, this what the fuck they do there is not logical. Okay? Let an autistic who lives in the world of logic explain it to you. They don't work off logic. Okay? We good? Alright. 10.5 Alternative ratios. When applicable, the private special education program shall submit a justification for alternative ratios for student to child care workers. The department shall approve or disapprove these at its discretion. Not applicable, required. And I'll say it again. We're still not addressing the New York report. I thought that was the point of this report. I thought that is why you went out there in the first place. If that is true, why are none of New York's concerns addressed anywhere in this report at all? And instead, you're putting in a bunch of shit telling me they dot all their I's and cross all their T's. Nobody gives a shit. Address the issues. Or don't bother. I feel like they want to either A, bury us in paperwork, or B, well, all the paperwork's good, so none to see here. It's like Officer Barbrady in South Park. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close it out here because I don't think I could read any more of this nauseating shit. It's been one of those kind of days, folks. So, we don't get very many reviews on this channel, and the few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this evening, and as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.